What's going on, guys? So in today's video, what I want to go through is if you have a local business and you are deciding, number one, you're looking at running advertising. Number two, you're skeptical about what you have to pay for advertising. And number three, is getting a marketing agency the right choice? Now, in this video, what I'm going to break down is actually what you can do independently. As a local business or with the help of maybe someone who can advise you on just how to get some simple funnels set up. Now, the thing with a local business, you're only marketing in a small area. So there's two ways that you can do this, the most simple ways that you can do this. And what I'm going to talk through in today's video are the pros and cons of the two ways that you can market your business. Now, most people, when they market their business, when it comes to advertising, they look at lead ads because they want to get booked calls in and they want to get people into their calendar. Now, the downside with lead ads in some instances is if you do not have a team or a system that is going to nurture and work those leads to book them in and make sure that they show up, you're going to have a problem. And number two, the cost of a lead or a good lead can be quite costly again if you do not have the systems in place. Systems cost money. Okay, so what is the simplest thing you can do? And I'll go through both funnels and how they work. So number one is you can actually run a follower ad, which can explain an awful lot about the brand and business. And with a follower ad, obviously, all this is to do is it's a traffic objective to get your business out into the landscape so people can see what it is you do. Now, the good thing with a follower ad is it's product awareness. It's cheaper to run. It can reach more people. There's a hell of a lot less steps, and it's great for beginners to build up clientele. Now, the good thing as well is there's lower friction and it is less salesy. Okay. Now, in order to make it work, you obviously would have to book these people in manually, and that requires either you to have a conversation or someone on your behalf to have conversations and book these people in. So if you imagine someone sees your ad on Instagram, they follow your page, you would have to follow up with that follower, have a conversation with them, find out why they were interested in your ad, and then obviously as a normal human like you would in the street, having a conversation and then eventually seeing if they're suitable to book in. Now, let's break down lead ads now and why lead ads are good and why they're bad. Lead ads is straight to the point. So with a follower ad, you are making people aware. In this landscape, 80% of traffic do not want to buy immediately. They want to find out more without booking a call. So that's why follower ads are good because you can pay less and have conversations. Lead ads are if you're trying to get straight to the point and get someone booked in and buy your product. So lead ads, obviously the objective is they book in, it's direct selling. So there's steps to pre-qualify them in the form. You can book them in via the form and then you can send it to your calendar and they can manually book in. Now, what you need in terms of systems to make sure this is price worth it and that you get your money's worth is you need show up rate. How do we get show up rate to increase? We have to have communication with the people that book in. So if you're not willing to do that, someone on your behalf has to. We need systems to ensure it's stable. So if they book in, we need email follow-ups. We need someone maybe sending them a WhatsApp message to remind them. We need to make sure that they turn up. Now, the downside with it is cold leads can book in and they can waste your time. All right. And your diary is dictated by this. So you have to open your diary a certain amount of hours per week to get those calls booked in. Now, it doesn't matter how many steps you put in front of someone, you will always get bad leads. Always. Okay. And that means people will book onto your calendar regardless. Now, if you have systems in place, someone having communication with them, ensuring that they're going to show up, that then saves you having to be there on the call waiting for this person to show up. If someone on your behalf is going to have conversations with them, pre-vet them, make sure they're the right fit for booking in. And if they're not, they can just come straight to you and say, this person's not the right fit. Therefore, you're not wasting time. Now, the downside is most businesses don't have this. So what happens is they book in calls, they get people on the leads, and then 50% of their time is wasted with bad leads or no shows. And then the other 50% is with, okay, reasonable people that they may be able to sell a product to. But again, the downside, you are wasting a lot of your time. And most businesses don't have time, and most businesses don't have the money to keep spending on lead generation if they're getting bad people through. So that's why systems are important. Email follow-ups, someone on behalf of you pre-vetting them once they've booked in, and then they send them to your calendar. Now, with the follower ads, if you just have someone, or even yourself, if you're a small business, you can have these conversations and you can book them in when it's suitable for you. You have full control over your calendar. And the thing is with IG follower ads for local businesses, it's a lot easier to have conversations than to immediately sell. If you go into the mindset of I'm going to immediately sell to someone, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed. So that's why IG ads are good. Okay. When we actually look at the comparison, this is the objective. Okay. Follower ads, what we are doing, we're making people aware. We're showcasing testimonials. We're showcasing our product. We're showcasing what we do as a service. So people become more comfortable. They become more warm. So all we're doing is it's brand awareness. We're nurturing to have open conversations. It's less salesy. It's an easier barrier to entry and it's more comfortable for followers. These people cannot book in and waste your time, right? But it must require someone to be able to have those combos with people. Otherwise, there's no point sending followers to your business page if you're not going to have conversations with these people like you would when you're out on the street or like you would when customers come into your shop and look at your products. It's exactly the same as followers. If you get followers from showcasing your brand and people follow you and you do not communicate with them, that's the equivalent of someone walking into your shop, looking at your stuff and you saying absolutely nothing to them. You wouldn't do it. So you've got to have the same approach with follower ads. The benefit, you're going to pay £1 to £2 for a follower. We're only reaching a small area. Okay. And then you can actually work off of a budget of £100 to £300 a month. You know, it's nothing. Out of that, if you're getting 100 to 300 followers into your ecosystem and you're having conversations with these people, the likelihood is there's going to be people that want to buy your product, right? Now, if we move to lead ads, we are selling from the offset. We're either providing a free quote, we're either selling a job, we're either selling a product, we're asking people to inquire about what we do. Okay. You can retarget followers with lead ads. So they've seen your ads, they know about you, they're aware of you, and then they see lead ads. That's a much more effective strategy, but most people don't do that. But let's look at lead ads on its own as a funnel. So the objective is to sell and book calls from the offset. And it requires having systems that follow up leads or you manually ringing them, ensuring they turn up. Now, I remember back when I ran lead generation for my bootcamp business back in the day, I would ring every single lead. Every single lead. I would add them to my email list. I would manually follow them up because it was just so much easier. Okay, for me to be able to do that. However, as I got busier, all of these leads that were coming in, I did not have time to contact them. So it was a wasted lead. So again, you've run lead ads, you must make sure you've got systems to follow them up. Now, lead ads are brilliant if you have a big budget, okay, and you're willing to spend people. But again, you need to have the systems and the budget for an effective lead campaign. It all depends, but £500 to £1,000 a month is where you're aiming for. Okay. And it all depends on the product you sell. So you could get leads for £5, you could get leads for £20. It all depends on the product. Okay. Local gyms, you could probably get leads for about £5 easily. Quotes for loft extensions, you're probably looking at £15 to £20. It all depends on the marketplace. Now, if you're a beginner, where would I start first? Okay, I would start for follower ads and I would vet the types of people that are coming in to my ecosystem with the conversations I'm having. If I feel that people are super engaged with this and I just want to take that away from me and I don't want to be speaking to people, then if I have the budget, I would move it over to lead generation and I would see what I get out of that. But you must do one or two things. If you go down lead generation, you either must be willing to communicate with these people and book them in, or you must have a team member that can do it for you, or you have systems in place. It's free, it's one, two, or three things. Each one comes with a bigger cost. You is time. If you're happy to do that and you're a small business, not a problem. Hiring someone comes with money, but then saves you time. And having systems in itself is more expensive. So it all depends on the route you want to go. Follower ads, you can subconsciously leave that running all the time. Me, when I've had the boot camps in the past, and I've ran personal ads for my own personal brand in the past, I can leave follower ads run because I'm always posting organically. People are engaging with my stuff and I can have conversations. But if you're someone that doesn't want to play the game of social media and you just want people to come in and inquire about your products, lead ads are the best solution. But this is if you are not wanting to play the social media game and you either have the systems to get them booked in, or you are willing to invest your own time to book these people in. Now, most business owners do not have time, so they must have the budget to accommodate this. Small personal brands, small local personal businesses, follower ads are great because you can have real conversations. When it comes to follower ads and the type of content, we're looking at case studies, client testimonials, what it looks like in your business, and really just think about it as how can I make people understand and be aware about my product. When it comes to lead ads, what we are doing is we are putting out a problem and we are providing a solution immediately so that that can get solved. So the person goes, I need this. I need my roof fixed. I need a quote. I want to join a gym. Does that make sense? Whereas here, we're showcasing how great our business is. Here, we're telling people you have a problem and we can fix it. Hopefully that all makes sense. Like I say, guys, if this was helpful, check the bio, have a look at some of the links that we provide to help local businesses, and I'll speak to you soon.